Oh, I need to sit down. But I also need to do cardio as well. 3 hours sleep I have last night. 3 hours sleep. I've had a cough for the last 3 weeks nearly, and I still can't shift it. And I'm taking stuff. Like, what is up? I hope you guys enjoyed the last video of the leg day with Podge. As I said to you, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Where, as of this video, as of recording right now, we're like 12 subscribers away from 500. So if anyone on here who isn't subscribed could just tap that subscribe, get me to 500 subscribers, it would mean the fucking world to me. Oh, hello, dude. Oh, dickhead. There we go. Coffee is ice cold because I left it there for about an hour. Yesterday turned into a rest day, and it was meant to be a pull day. My car is in the garage, so I basically just have to get it lifts everywhere or use Mam's car, but can't always have it, so I'm a bit idle sometimes. The drive belt went, the clutch is about to go in the car is basically on its deathbed, but I'm going to keep driving it into the ground anyway because I can't afford to be buying a new car because I've got no money to spend on a new car basically, but hopefully in the near future. Anyway, today is going to turn into a training day instead of a rest day. So Wednesdays are meant to be a rest day as usual. So the split at the moment, as I was saying, probably in like last week's video, is push on a Monday, pull on a Tuesday, rest on a Wednesday, legs on a Thursday, or it's meant to be, Mr. Sam, upper on a Friday, rest Saturday, and then legs again on a Sunday. So legs are moved to Sunday and legs are moved to Thursday instead. So now we're basically doing like 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off. Or no, if you start, yeah, it's more like 3 on because we're doing like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, rest day, Thursday, Friday, rest day. I don't know. It's different every week, and the dog is barking now, so I'm going to crack on here. I'll probably catch up with you actually for meal 1 because I am actually sticking to the meal plan pretty much now because it's just easier, less decision making, which means life's just easier because I just eat the same food every single day, which is, you know, what a bodybuilder is supposed to do. And I'm bulking, so my appetite isn't as bad, so I just eat my meals when I'm supposed to eat my meals, and it gets the job done. Let me move you a little bit closer on my tripod. So I posted an update on Instagram of the Physique the other day. You might be able to see that now, you might not. Christ, the laptop's on 2%, the phone is on 6%. Anyway, I posted an update, a Physique update on Instagram the other day, if you can see that there. Go check it out. Alright, I will actually put a Physique update here at some stage, but head on over, follow me on the Instagram if you want to see that as well, because it's the first update I've done in a long time, because I've been a little bit, you know, just when I see my check-in pictures, I'm just like, it is, you know, it's very common, like that's the way people go, you know, when they're into their bulk and, you know, they're not looking as lean or that Instagram lean that fucking some people are the whole time. It just kind of gets a bit like, but I did say from the start that regardless of what way I looked, I will continue to update people. And yeah, I am like a little bit chunkier than I personally like myself, and probably like what John would like as well. And that's purely from, you know, some weeks here and there. Like, me being completely honest, like, you know, being the nature of, I don't know what way to say it, like, you know, being a little bit sloppy here and there, like, and I'll be completely honest about it, you know, it hasn't been a simple, Jesus! It hasn't been a simple case of every single day, every single week, I've been 100%, and I'll be honest about that, like, and I've said it to John, but at the same time, I'm kind of looking at the way, like, I train my training has like never been as good as it is right now, and that purely is obviously me being a couple of months into the bulk now and having the energy there from the food. But at the same time, I'm still hitting my macros every single day. Yeah, I am actually like on it now the last 2 weeks, pretty much like 100%. Like I haven't fucking had any meals really here, there, anywhere. But you know, there on the weekend, if you ended up going out or something like that for, you know, food, or actually ended up having, you know, going out for a drink or whatever it is, you know, there's been a couple of weeks like that where, you know, there's just been 1 or 2 extra meals where, you know, I could have not had them, but at the same time, I was dieting for, you know, 6 months, so I just kind of have to look at it like, Jesus, you have one life, like, you just need to, you know, think to yourself, come on. Once I'm in control the whole time, like, which I am now compared to last year when I just wasn't in control whatsoever, which led me to go back to square one after my photo shoot, before I obviously signed up with John for that, like, period. I'm a completely different person than I was back then. Like, I'm in control. I make the decisions myself. It's not a case of I can't control myself, you know, which obviously spurred back to the binge eating disorder that I had a good few years ago, which obviously did come back up last year as well, but that's completely gone now. And obviously, yeah, there is a bit of fat there, and like, it is partly, in my opinion, like genetics as well. Like, you know, some people are able to, you know, like, you see it yourself, you know, you'll know someone there, like one of the lads or one of the girls will be able to just eat all around them, right, and like not gain a single pound, and they're there thinking like, fuck's sake, I can't gain any weight and I'm eating as much as I can. But then you're there and you're like, I look at food and I fucking gain 2 pounds. Do you know what I mean? So it works both ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're never going to be like in the position, probably, unless, you know, you're lucky. We're all lucky, really, aren't we? Anyway, I'm babbling on. Basically what I wanted to say was, I'm 30 pounds up, which is like over 14 kilo, which I'm actually really happy with, and the look is starting to improve now because I'm on top of it pretty much. I'm sticking to my meal plan, do my cardio, because cardio is still very important for a lot of reasons, like recovery, your ability to obviously digest food, your appetite as well. Like, don't get lazy in the bulk or the off season, all right? Stay on top of it, and it's going to pay due diligence when it comes time around again for you to start dieting down. Because my resting heart rate, which is just a guideline to go off for like recovery and stuff, is still like pretty much the exact same as it was when I was at the end of my diet, which, you know, was peak fitness levels, because obviously body fat was low as well. But I'm pretty much in the exact same place now, obviously just with a lot more fat on me. But that fat there is serving a purpose, and it's allowing me to be like train like a bull inside in the gym. So, Jesus. That's 5 minutes of me rambling. Hopefully some of it was worthwhile to you, but I'll leave you alone now for a while and I'll catch up with you when I'm actually, you know, doing something. But for now, I'm going to get back involved with this laptop. It's 2:30. I could sleep, and it's my own fault. It's my own fault, you know. Just couldn't sleep last night, but what can you do? Man, I really want to get back into airsoft. Like, looking at this. Off the silencer, like, looking at this gun is like a limited edition, basically. Like, you can't buy this body if anyone's interested in guns anymore, and this stock as well. This is called the stock of a gun. This is off like a real AR-15 or M4 as we call them. Look in the fridge this morning, no food there, absolutely no food, because we were supposed to go to Aldi as well last night, and it was just too late when we came out of the gym, so there's absolutely no food there. Like, I'll show you what's in the fridge. Like, this is what we're working with: orange juice, milk, at least I have a can of Monster chilling, mayonnaise, cookie dough that Dan was supposed to make before she started cutting, so that's just going to stay like that for the next 6 months while summer is on. But at least I have chub pudding. So meal 2 is going to be chub and oats. Chief! There he is. Every time I put the dogs out, it just starts lashing rain. And there they are, off again. Give me the paw. Oh, you wet boy. Anyone who's dieted will get this now. The difference between, they kind of look the same here, but the difference between a small little spoon here and then a big tablespoon as well. Like, I haven't used a big tablespoon since probably back in primary school. Like I just can't come to using a big spoon, because in my head I think I'm going to get a lot more like mouthfuls out of a small spoon like this. And when I'm dieting, the spoon gets even smaller. This is my prep spoon. This is my little prep spoon. Now it looks probably bigger than it actually is there, but like it's like half the size of the normal teaspoon that I use at the moment. So that's how it runs. Smaller the spoon, the more mouthfuls you get, the more food you think you're going to be eating. So that's one little tip for you, for anyone that's on their summer cut at the moment, is start using smaller utensils. Like use a smaller fork. Knives are just, kind of whatever. Also, when you see this, right, I want you to comment below. Do we want more, of the short form videos that are more like quick, like 5, 6, 7 minutes, that kind of pace and that kind of time? Or do you prefer like the longer kind of videos? Because I kind of feel like this video is definitely going to be a bit longer, because I'm just talking a lot more on it, and it's more just of, chill, just chatting away. Let me know which ones you prefer. Do you prefer these longer ones, or do you prefer like the shorter ones where it's just straight to the point, and yeah, not as much rambling on as much as I'm doing right here, because these ones are just, a lot more, I don't know, free flowing, I guess, but at the same time, I kind of like doing nice little edits on the other ones as well. So let me know in the comments below what ones you think is best. And there we go. Last check-in of the day sent out to Nicole, who is 5 kg down, 5.4 kg to be exact, in 5 weeks. This is her 5th check-in now, 5 weeks in, 5.4 kg down, which is absolutely unreal. And on the topic of that, I just want to like give you a little bit more value like in today's video, and like give you a couple of tips. Like if you're in a position at the moment like where you're sort of gotten to the stage now, and it happens every single year where someone thinks they're gonna get on a diet, get on a plan leading up to the summer, and suddenly they realize like they're in the middle of May and summer is here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it might be pissing rain outside today, but for the days that it is nice and you want to go to the beach and stuff, you're thinking to yourself, I can't, I look like shit. I've been in that position so many times over the years, especially, when I was in school and people wanted me to go to the beach and stuff. I'd always find an excuse, and it's a horrible feeling to like give out an excuse because you don't like the way you look, or you don't like the way you feel with no clothes on, or like no top on, whatever it is. But that can change. So I'm going to give a couple more tips throughout this whole video, so that's why you're going to need to keep watching. Also, if anyone is looking to obviously get on a plan, sign up for online coaching or anything like that, or just like to find out more about coaching, click the link below to fill out the coaching application form. It's only a couple of questions, just basically gives me your information so I can get back with more information to you, and we can go back and forth, and then we can book a call, we can have a chat on the call, I can find out your history, what you're up to now, basically what you want to do, what your goals are, everything to do with that, and then we can sort of construct a plan, make up a plan, exactly how to approach things, what you need to do, what you're going to get from me, and how I'm basically going to do things with you, and how you're going to obviously go from A to Z and everything involved with it as well. But that was a ramble. As I said to you, continue watching. A couple of more tips involved here, even though I'm not dieting myself at the moment, but as you all know, whoever has been watching and subscribed for a long time, I have been around the circle when it comes to dieting, so stick around. Big thing I speak about in check-ins as well to people is you have to understand, and I remember a good quote that I heard was like, if you walk in 10 miles, you have to walk back out 10 miles. Something like that. Alright? And what that means is, if you've put yourself in a position, where you are overweight, you're in a position that you don't really like, and it works the other way as well. If someone wants to bulk up a lot and they're finding it really hard, but more so obviously people approaching summer now who are looking to lose a load of weight and looking to lose a load of weight fast, where a lot of problems arise, you have to understand to yourself, if you've walked in 10 miles, you have to walk back out 10 miles as well. There's no quick fixes to losing a serious amount of weight other than getting on a plan and understanding that this is going to take time, and you need to have patience with this plan. You need to have patience with a coach, okay? Coaching is not a thing, and I'll tell you this myself. Do not apply for coaching. Now, if you think you're going to come on, I'm going to make a plan for you, which takes a good bit of time, you know, your training plan, meal plan, everything like tailored to you that suits you, because that's basically what it is. You need a plan that suits you the best. Do not come on to a coach and think that you're going to look exactly the way you want to look in 4, 6, even 8, 12 weeks time, right? Which, yeah, you can do a lot in 12 weeks. That is quite a lot of time, but it all, of course, depends on where your start point is and what position you're in right now. You know, you can't go on Instagram and see this shredded lad that walks around with abs 6 months a year and, like, you know, you're, you know, a year away from looking like that. Because one, especially because a lot of you watching this are like my age or a lot younger, one, you don't have the muscle mass that they have, right? And what that means is, if you don't have the muscle mass, right, and you're a little bit chunky, like myself back in the day, and you just say it to yourself, right, I'm going to get shredded now for the summer, and I'm just going to look like that automatically. It doesn't work like that, right? You don't have the muscle mass there, so you're not going to have the big shape, all the defined abs, because the bigger you are, the leaner you're able to get, and the better you're able to look, because you have more muscle mass there, all right? The less muscle you have, the worse you're going to look, and it's as simple as that. So that is also why a lot of young lads that are coming to me, you know, especially leading up to the summer and stuff, I'm saying to them, you know, if they're in a relatively good position, especially when it comes to starting out, you know, a bulk or whatever it is like that, I'll say to them, we're not cutting for the summer. All right, we're going to continue bulking up for the summer, because you're going to thank me when it comes to the end of the summer and you've gone from, what, 60 kg to 70 kg, just as an example. You know what I mean? And the amount of muscle that you have is like 8 or 10 kg up compared to where you're at the start of the summer. Whereas if you were to start cutting, you know, you're just going to be back at square one, and it's going to take you twice as long then to get to that size by next year, when you could have obviously doubled the amount of progress that you would make. I'm rambling on, but you sort of get what I mean when I talk about that. You know, understand your start point and think to yourself, this is my start point. It's not any Tom, Dick, Harry start point. All right, this is where I am at right now. Where do I need to go? All right, what are my goals? And then you need to see what your goal is, and you need to work back from there. TikTok is absolutely scandalous. Like, posted one there, right? Last night or this morning, whenever it was. And yeah, it's doing well and whatever, but like the comments on any of those videos are just hilarious. Like, and the comment about this one, right? So when I was working on the farm, obviously you wear pants, you know, like a pair of work pants, and like cow shit gets through them, right? Probably no one's going to believe me here now, but then that stains your jocks, right? So in a couple of my like check-in pictures here, people say they're skid marks and stuff, and like the amount of comments on it. And do you know what the funniest thing about TikTok is? Someone comments, right? But then someone else like is talking in the comments. Like, there's loads of replies to a comment, which is fucking hilarious. Like, anyway, I stay away from TikTok as much as I can. I just throw up the odd one here. On to my next tip, right? I know I said I'd see you after the gym, but before we go, right, I'll talk about food in tomorrow's full day of eating video. And we can run through that, different things you can do with food, because you know I am a master when it comes to food. But my next tip is caffeine, right? Now, do not abuse caffeine is the first thing I'll say. You interrupted my... You interrupted my video.
I don't give a shit.
What I was saying was, I have a coffee in the morning, straight away, pretty much on, after about a litre and a half water. I just can't do the water, or I can't do the coffee in the morning before I have a good chunk of water. And then a monster later on in the night. No pre-workouts, nothing else, just a monster before 6 o'clock, and I'm good to go, and that's it for me. That's because my food is very high at the moment. When food is lower, yeah, you can start to bring in a little bit like this. It's not like a fat loss tool, but at the same time, it can obviously stunt your appetite. Second of all, increase energy levels a small little bit. And then thirdly, it's just fucking nice. So that's why we drink it. That's why we ingest it in to make us feel better every single day. What is up? So I'm going to leave today's video here. All right, it's been probably like 20 minutes now, which is fine, because as I said to you, I like making these long videos, just bringing you along exactly what's going on, filling you in on what I do and basically what I'm up to at the moment. So that's exactly what I did today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said to you, comment down below if you prefer the shorter videos or the longer videos, and we'll take it from there. Then obviously, and maybe we'll have like a mix and match as the weeks go along. But as you know, minimum 2 videos a week, every single week. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. With a bit of luck, we're going to hit that 500 mark now in the next couple of days. And when we hit that 500 mark, we're on our road to 1,000.